Okay, so let's get into
Okay.
this TV shit that you do. Ready?
That I do.
Oh, wait a minute. How did that happen? Oh, I know why. Watch this happy horse shit. You got to do this.
How that happened was you did it.
Yeah, I know. Whoa, there we go.
Really good. This is The Last of Us. So you said you didn't love this season. Steph texted me immediately after she watched this episode and said she hated the finale. They spoilers or no, Kristian?
I think yes. I think everybody needs to know right now that we're doing spoilers. It is that time. So if you want to come back in later, there you go. It is true classic. You're right. It is true classic. Go ahead. Like my shirt. My shirt is true classic.
I can't keep up with you.
Nobody can.
They killed my favorite character. So, and I'm not talking about Joel. Everybody knows all season long I've been saying Jesse's my favorite character. So that was super bummer, but I thought that this season was amazing. Even though I have a lot of thoughts and struggles, I'm so excited for the rest of the show. I think this is one of the best shows of the year so far. And yeah, I think that the flashback episode was my favorite this season. I thought that was so beautiful.
It was good. It was real good.
But in addition, I thought this episode, while I hated it, I also loved it. This feeling, no show makes me feel as much as this. Angry, sad, frustrated, like glimmers of joy, whatever. So I'm into the show.
Okay. All right, next one.
I want to hear from you, Kristian.
Tell me, we'll talk about it afterwards.
Okay. The finale of the rehearsal happened.
How was that?
Kristian,
you love
the fact that you don't watch a show is a crime.
You know, it's not fair. It's not fair. He annoys me. I've never watched 5 seconds of him. He annoys me and I can't watch him.
It's a crime.
I know. And it is not fair. It makes no sense. And if someone's like, that is absolutely ridiculous, I would say you are 100% right. I don't know why he annoys me. I can't watch him.
He is Tom Cruise.
Stop it.
Kristian, do you know what he does in this episode?
He's jumping out of windows.
This man, his determination is so insane. So this entire season, he's trying to prove for real that the problem with why a lot of planes crash is because the pilots and the first officers are not talking to each other. They're not communicating. Okay. And that is a real issue on planet Earth. And you can listen to the call logs. You can read a lot of the dialogue before planes that go down and what kind of communication is going on. So he is trying to change the laws around what pilot training looks like. In order to do this, 2 years earlier, he goes to get his pilot license. And in this episode, he flies a commercial airline, like a commercial plane, a 737, with 200 passengers after only flying for 2 years of actors who have volunteered to get on his flight. It was the most batshit insane. Like, I can't believe. And he's like, actors will say yes to anything. And HBO signs off on this. It's the craziest show I've ever seen. It is so crazy. It's crazy.
Okay. Next one after that.
I wanted to ask you a question about this show.
This one or this one?
Sneaky links. Yeah. Do you know what a sneaky link is, Kristian? Put yourself on screen.
I actually 100% do.
You know what a sneaky link is?
You missed the last part of what I said.
You said do not.
Yeah. But you can't see me. No, so it's over.
I can't see you.
I told you guys I've been really focusing on health. I've been trying to make sure that I'm eating the right stuff. And Factor has made that very simple for me. You got to make it your best season yet with nutritious 2-minute meals from Factor. because eating well has never been this easy. You just heat up, you enjoy, giving you more time to do what you want. Get outside instead of prepping and cooking indoors. Factor meals arrive fresh and they're ready to eat. They're perfect for any active lifestyle. Factor powers your day with satisfying breakfast, on-the-go lunches, premium dinners, and guilt-free snacks and desserts. It is easy to savor more this spring. Factor meals pack in the flavor with none of the fuss. I have been loving what Factor has been providing to me. Like I told you, I have my live show. I go to the gym. I come back. I have something great. They have protein meals. They have a lot of different things. It just goes right to the style that you're looking for. Because if you want to get healthy stuff on the go, feeling good, you get Factor. And you can get started at factormeals.com/Christian50off and use that code Christian50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That's code Christian50off at factormeals.com/Christian50off for 50% off plus free shipping.
Okay, I want you to guess what a sneaky link is.
It's getting into someone's links, but sneaky.
What are their links?
Social media and whatnot.
Their links are their genitals. Sneaky link is the person that you're sleeping with sneakily and nobody knows. That's your sneaky link. So like if you have a friends with benefit, nobody knows that you guys are hooking up. That's your sneaky link. Okay.
Cool.
So this is
that 16-year-old.
Always aging yourself, my dude.
Hell yeah.
So Sneaky Links is a show on Netflix. It's a new dating show. And it is, you're going on the show to find somebody and you don't know once you get there, your sneaky link is on the show. And so do you want to be with your sneaky link and actually get to know them? Or is your sneaky link getting in the way of you finding your partner?
Damn.
It also, I put it on, I start watching, and one of the two hosts of the show is this girl named Spicy Mari, who was an AfterBuzz host with me forever, and she's awesome.
I think you're gonna say Spicy Lucy.
No, Spicy Mari. I was so excited to see her. I was like, oh damn, that's Spicy Mari. She's the best.
Would you be my sneaky link?
No.
Damn.
He's upset.
No. So naturally, I watched 7 episodes yesterday.
Damn.
I'm still not done with the show. Right. It is such a silly, stupid dating show, but it's
I can tell you what, I know what Sneaky Links leads to. People dying for sex. So like that. That's good.
Okay, but actually, let me take a second to transition here because go to Dying for Sex. We're done with Sneaky Links.
Okay.
Dying for Sex is undoubtedly a top 10 show of the year.
I'm gonna tell Sadie about this. She likes these shows with her.
So what?
My wife, she likes Michelle Williams TV shows. She's always looking for something to do.
She likes these shows with her, like it's a series of shows.
She's got a shit ton of TV shows she always does, and every time I feel my wife is watching a show that she likes.
Michelle Williams has a shit ton of TV shows.
Yeah.
Like what?
I don't remember, but period stuff.
Like stuff to do with your period?
No, period pieces, girl. Come on, get your shit together.
She has a lot of period stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, Dying for Sex. I cannot emphasize this enough. This is the greatest show. It is about a woman, Michelle Williams' character, who is based on a real person. What?
I said that's a good story. You said she plays a woman. True story. I said it's a good story. You've had enough of this.
It's based on a real woman who is dying of cancer and changes her entire life around because she wants to have great sex.
Good for her.
And it is so funny.
Okay.
So emotional.
Okay.
I was like screaming, laughing out loud, and then bawling my eyes out. They don't sugarcoat it. It is raw. It is unbelievable. Jenny Slate is one of the other stars. All stars. So many stars on the show.
Nice.
It is an FX Hulu show.
Okay.
And it is a must watch of the year if you are a diehard TV fan. It is so good. And so I didn't watch the show for a while because I saw the advertisements. It's called Dying for Sex. I was probably like, this is probably fine. enough of you guys recommended this to me that I was like, I'm gonna dive into this, and I finished it in a day.
I don't think my wife understood why I sent that to her. I said dying for sex, and she's like, why are you sending me this? And I said, I think you'll like the show. And then I said, oh, she probably thinks I'm dying for sex.
She didn't say no though.
She didn't.
She said, why are you sending me this?
Right. Oh well. Okay, well, good.
If I were you, I would have just ran with that.
I know.
Because
Well,
I am. See you at 6.
so sneaky links leads to dying for sex. If you are dying for sex, you might have a side quest.
Okay, so I didn't even know the show existed, and then all of a sudden I was like, wait, what? For those of you guys who pay attention to my TV picks, you know I've recommended a show called Mythic Quest many times on the show. It's Rob McElhenney. It is a Apple TV Plus show. It's basically a workplace sitcom, but about a video game office. They make video games. And all of a sudden I'm on Apple TV and I see this show called Side Quest. And it's with Rob McElhenney, and it's got the same Mythic Quest logo. So I was like, what the hell is Side Quest? Not one of you guys told me about this because nobody's watching Mythic Quest, which is crazy because it's so good. And they did 4 episodes of just like random side quests from Mythic Quest where it's not the characters on the show, but it's people kind of like related to the show. And each one, it's an anthology series. Each episode is a different person that we don't know and following their journey. And it was so fun and cool. If you love Mythic Quest, this is a great spinoff.
There you go. Last one, right? Oh shit! I watched this. It's the only one I watched. No, I watched Last of Us also. I watched these.
So, this is really, I guess, a docu movie, but I put it on the list because Untold is a series, and this is Untold: The Fall of Favre, and of course, this one of the main people on the show is our friend Jen Sturger. So, I wanted to bring it up this week on the show. You did watch it, Kristian?
I did. I watched it.
Have you talked about it on the show?
No, not since I watched it. There's 2 documentaries I watched over the weekend. It was this and the Don Mattingly documentary.
Oh, how was that?
Awesome. It's from like 2022, but it was great.
So, I thought that they did a really good job with this, and just giving a lot of love to Jen Sturger. This is so fucking hard and impossible. If you're looking at her social media right now, there's still people who are sending her just an insane amount of hate every single day.
Wow.
And I'm just really, really proud of her. And I think that most people don't get a chance to tell their story ever. And she made it so that she was finally able to, all this time later, tell her story. And we got to hear it from her, which was really cool. It's obviously something that Kristian and I had heard more about for years, but everybody kind of gets to know. And I think that also, as a major sports fan, which you are too, Kristian, which it's crazy to see people not be able to differentiate like what somebody has done for their city versus who they are as a human.
Right.
And this doc does such a great job of showing what a true piece of shit he actually is as a person, which has nothing to do with his skills as a player. So, I try to put myself in this position thinking about like, what if this was Tom Brady? How do you feel about him? And it's like when somebody does something horrible, and it's not one horrible thing, it's 100 horrible things, and it's horrible things for the government, and it's horrible things for an individual, and it's horrible things for just so many people. When somebody shows you who they are, as Jen says, believe them.
Right.
And I was really, really glad that she was able to do this.
Yeah, I mean, look, social media is a cesspool, so she's still going to get shit over there. But I think that it was good to see there were a lot of people who were indeed embracing her finally, and stuff. Like, you see what happened with her career in general. That how she got, she says it on. She's like, it's really heartbreaking when you see what the kind of trajectory of where she was going from getting discovered on the Florida State game to the things that she was hosting and these other things she was doing, and the fact she never even met him. Never met him. People don't realize that, and that this stuff was happening. And she's and the other thing that people don't realize, and we, of course, you and I knew this, but I'm glad the story was put out there. She is she never even told people about this. She told this one fucking scummy reporter who then leaked it. And then I remember her telling me when she went to meet him again after all those years, and they had and he apologized and all that stuff too. But like,
it was like too little, too late.
You destroyed her entire life. And then I didn't realize until she posted it again. I mean, she had told me in the past too, but like that how much Schmodown kind of meant for her. She was getting back into being out there with it, and Mark and I gave her a safe space, and I'm glad that she felt that way, because that was always the intent, obviously. And I mean, Jen was family, so it was nice to see that. I think she was represented well in that doc.
Yeah, me too. And exactly what you're talking about. It's just like they do a good job of showing the domino effect of somebody can have on other people's lives, especially when that person is the center of the solar system,
Yeah.
at least in their world. And it was just crazy to see. And all of us only get to have one life. And when somebody majorly fucks it up and there was nothing you could have goddamn done about it. And then, like you said, most importantly in this, I think people still had the misconception that she came out with this
She
story.
was the one who said it. She didn't want nothing. She didn't want it released at all. She
Yeah.
wanted nothing to do with it because she knew.
Which if she had wanted it released, that totally have been her prerogative. But
She didn't.
but
But
she didn't.
here's the thing: people also don't understand because she's a very attractive woman, right? So
Yeah,
like
of course.
people don't realize how intelligent she is. Like she's very, very smart. She's very, very funny. She understands the business. She's very business savvy, and
Mhm.
like she knew and she says in the thing, you can't win a fight like that in the media against, especially that guy at that time. So she's like, she was confiding in someone, going, "I'll tell you a story," but obviously off the record. And the guy made it off. He broke the rule.
And he said, there's two bad people in the story. It's me and Brett Favre.
right,
And it's like,
right.
yeah, you are the villain of not only her story, but just of this story. I mean,
100%. And he doesn't. Nobody gives that guy shit. Still, nobody. I mean, he's not. The Favre is the one that is getting the shit, and Jen still has to pay for it through people. Still,
what's crazy is that watching it, I almost felt like he was worse than Favre, because like that's a wolf in sheep's clothing, as opposed to Favre, who seemed to be a wolf in wolf's clothing.
Right,
And I'm not actually saying he is worse, but like
I know what you're saying.
he pissed me off even more because
he pretended himself as a confidant.
Right. And we know athletes and celebrities to be pieces of crap all the time. We know that. We know that they're entitled. We know that they send dick pics. We know that they think that they are the center and don't like to hear no. We know that.
Right.
This man pretended to be her friend.
No, it was a really screwed up thing. You should check that out. I checked it out. Please go and check it out on Netflix. Check out all the pics that Roxy put out on her TV picks. There's some really good ones on there for sure.
I know that the Handmaid's Tale finale aired last night. I haven't seen it yet. It's the series finale. I will be talking about it next week.